Live from WPRI 12. This is Eyewitness News This Morning. Coverage you can count on.
Part of a body of water popular with New England fishermen is closed off overnight. Find out how this will hurt fishermen here in our area in our local coverage. A peeping Tom caught in the act. Wait till you hear how one woman found out she was actually being spied on in the shower. Plus, neighbors gather to mourn a young life lost. The details on how the 14-year-old teen was killed, that's coming up this morning. Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to the second half hour of Eyewitness News This Morning on this Saturday morning. I'm Mark Zinni.
And I'm meteorologist TJ Santo. We've had beautiful weather.
We sure have. We can't complain about the heat this summer. I mean, well, a lack of heat, I should say. Some out there are saying I can complain about the heat.
And the humidity as well. But we are going to be seeing some more humidity for the next several days. But we're not looking at anything terribly oppressive and no extreme heat. So there's some good news for you. And we're going to get some rain over the next several days as well. Live Pinpoint Doppler 12 showing no rain out there at the moment. However, if you're planning a day to the beach, get those coolers ready. Get them all packed up because it looks to be a great day to be heading to the sands. Live city cam pictures showing the quiet conditions outside at the moment. Temperature of 63 degrees. Winds from the south-southwest at light speeds. Humid all day with a blend of sunshine and clouds. Temperatures in the lower 80s, although a little bit cooler right along the south coast. So what's up for the second half of the weekend? We'll look at that 7-day future cast coming up in just a couple of minutes.
All right, we'll see in a little bit. Thanks very much, TJ. 6:31 now. We want to update everyone on this morning's top news stories. Starting in Johnston, a chain reaction crash ends up killing one man after his car crashes into the front of this Johnston home late last night. Police say one car hit a minivan, then that van hit this car, sending it through the fence and into the home's foundation. Fortunately, no one inside the home was hurt. And new this morning, another Johnston accident sends this car right onto its side. This all happened around 11 o'clock last night as well on Plainfield Street, right on the Providence line, across the street from Lombardi's 1025 Club. The parents of a Coventry girl have expanded a lawsuit filed following the death of their daughter. Richard and Annette Nestor are now suing some of their daughter's Plymouth State University sorority sisters for conspiracy. Their 20-year-old daughter Kelly was killed in a crash in New Hampshire in 2003. The suit claims the crash was the aftermath of a hazing incident. The driver of that car says she skidded on wet leaves. Well, as of midnight, local fishermen are now banned from part of a prosperous fishing area. The closure is part of an ongoing plan to save Georges Bank from overfishing. Continuing our local coverage this morning, Eyewitness News reporter Sean Daly is in New Bedford with details on how this decision could impact the industry.
Many of the fishing boats in New Bedford may soon be shut down for the season as tough new regulations kick in. Bobby Medeiros may soon be living the opposite of what his shirt says. Not the good life, but the rough life. He and his wife and 3 children were at his fishing boat in New Bedford tonight as he makes the switch from dragging for cod, haddock, and yellowtail to dredging for scallops. At midnight tonight, the federal government is shutting down the eastern portion of the rich Georges Bank fishing area. The government is trying to protect the stocks of cod, haddock, and yellowtail against overfishing.
That means less money for us, you know. More people are going to be out of jobs, you know. Less stocks coming in, and just doesn't look good, you know. Doesn't look good at all for the fishing industry at all.
What will this mean for your family?
This means that, you know, we're going to have to, you know, try to survive, you know. We're going to have to try to survive. If they shut down Georges Banks, that's going to hurt a lot of families, you know. It's going to put a lot of people out of jobs. This is how people make their living.
Bobby Medeiros and many other fishermen here likely will now switch to dredging for scallops, which could threaten the supply of scallops.
The dragamins are taking a big hit right now, and probably the scallops are going to take the next big hit. That's what's going to happen, you know. That's what's going to happen, you know. I think the government just needs to lean off a little bit, you know.
But the federal government argues it has no choice but to regulate against overfishing. Pay now for gain later. We're here in the mobile newsroom. Sean Daly, Eyewitness News.
From the Blackstone Valley Mobile Newsroom, Eyewitness News in Central Falls now, where a local woman finds a camera hidden in the ceiling of her bathroom just above the shower. Now she's accusing the building's maintenance man of being a peeping Tom. A neighbor told police they noticed the maintenance man, Andy Pantajas, breaking into the building. She believes he was cutting the camera off from a live feed. That maintenance man is now under arrest, charged with breaking and entering. Eyewitness News in the capital city now, where the family of a 14-year-old girl killed in a car crash is still trying to come to grips with her death. The The teen died after this car clipped an SUV, crossed lanes, then was hit by a pickup truck and sent crashing into a wall. The accident also left another 14-year-old passenger with a broken pelvis. Police are still investigating the tragic accident. There's no word yet on any charges.
Now, Eyewitness Sports with Robb Garofalo.
And good morning, Cheeseheads, anyone. The Patriots on the road in Green Bay last night, preseason game number 3. Now, Bill Belichick said everyone should prep as though they're playing a full regular season game. Well, the rookie, Ellis Hobbs, paid attention to the coach. Opening kickoff comes down to Hobbs, and the Rook gives the Pats offense a nice starting point.
25 and 30. He's not done. Turns the corner, races on down the near sideline.
Hobbs takes that opening kickoff 43 yards through the Packers special teams. The Patriots would put together a 4-play, 41-yard scoring drive. Corey Dillon capping it off with this 12-yard TD scamper. Pats grabbed a 7-zip lead. Pats D also an impressive start last night. Packers' first drive of the game. Brett Favre picked off by Asante Samuel. One of 2 picks for Asante. Returned at 29 yards. Led to an Adam Vinatieri field goal. Pats picked off Brett 3 times. Tom Brady, tad more efficient. Tom 12 for 27 for 127 yards, and that 12-yard TD to David Gibbons. Pats led 17-3 at the break. Third quarter, Corey Dillon busts in from 3 yards out. Patriots rolled 27-3. They wrap up the preseason next week against the Giants. The Red Sox-Tigers, last night's contest pushed back an hour due to the resodding of the outfield thanks to the Rolling Stones. Tim Wakefield on the hill last time out. He was hit in the shin by a live drive. Guess what? Deja vu all over again. Dimitri Young single off that same leg. Unlike the last time, Tim did stay in the game. Not sure if it bothered his delivery. Sox up 3-1. Tim gives up this 2-run shot to Brandon Inge to dead center. That would tie it at 3. 2 batters later, a little bit of controversy. Curtis Granderson with the shot to right field. Is it fair or is it foul? The umps meet and the umps decide. Drum roll, please. It is fair. 2-run home run. Terry Francona now in a foul move. He gets tossed. Tigers led it 5-3. The Red Sox would tie it, then untied it with a 4-run 6th inning. Manny Ramirez, the RBI double to the corner, scored Johnny Damon and Tony Graffinino. Sox hold off the Tigers 9-8. Finally, a little sweet science downtown at the Convention Center last night. Providence native Matt Too Smooth Godfrey in some boxing action, looking to run his record to 9-0. And he did. Godfrey scored a unanimous 10-round decision over Willie Herring. Other winners included Jason Big Six Estrada and Narragansett Jamie Clampett, who captured the IWBF Lightweight Championship. Have a great day, everybody. Robb Garofalo, Eyewitness Sports.
All right, Rob, thank you. 6:37 on a Saturday morning. Coming up next on Eyewitness News, a house of dreams destroyed. Take a look at this. Find out what caused this home to go up in smoke before anyone even had a chance to live in it. Plus, a lady boxer shaking up this well-known local ring. Find out where she's throwing punches. Coming up next. Well, this certainly is a bad situation. An oceanfront mansion in California is destroyed by intense flames, then sparks several more fires nearby. Eyewitness News covering America now. Take a look at this. This all happened yesterday when a home under construction caught fire. The flames spread quickly, destroying that house. Firefighters then had to spray water on nearby homes to keep the blaze from spreading. Embers ignited a patch of brush a few hundred yards from the main fire here. Fortunately, no one was injured. Police are still investigating the cause of the fire. The body of a dog found lodged in a sewage pipe, causing flooding for residents now. This is really tragic. This all happened in Utah, where officials say when they went to clear the blocked pipe, they found the dog. It took 3 hours to remove the wedged pet. Authorities say the only way for the dog to have gotten in the hole was for someone to have put him there. Residents in a Minnesota farm community are cleaning up today after a severe storm sweeps through this region. Strong winds and golf ball-sized hail destroying crops and uprooting trees. One farmer lost several tools and suffered significant damage to his roof here. Fortunately, no injuries have been reported. Almost about to turn 6:42 on your Saturday morning. Coming up next, a local man gets his day in court after police say he tore through the state on a mini crime spree. The judge's ruling coming up. And a lady in red gloves. We'll introduce you to this female boxer sparring her way to the top.
And we'll be dealing with some humidity over the entire weekend, and we have a good chance for some showers over the next 7 days. We'll look at that 7-day futurecast just a couple of minutes. You're watching Eyewitness News on WPRI 12. It's coverage you can count on.
Now, Mark Zinni. Meteorologist Michelle Muscatello with live Pinpoint Doppler 12 and News Chopper 12. Eyewitness News. Coverage you can count on continues.
All right, just when you thought the news wasn't bad enough, experts now say record high gasoline prices are sure to be followed this winter by record high home heating fuel prices. The head of the Rhode Island Energy Office said during the taping of our Newsmakers program, low-income families could be hardest hit. That's because the state may actually receive less federal money for the heat assistance program.
And last year we received about $15.2 million. We serviced almost 27,000 clients. This year we're expecting, with the budget that's being proposed, anywhere from $2.2 million to 12.2 million to 13.2 million, which will give us roughly 21,000 clients.
Now, the entire Newsmakers program can be seen right here tomorrow morning on WPRI 12 at 6:30, right before this newscast, and again on our sister station, Fox Providence, at 10 o'clock Sunday morning. Well, a suspected armed robber is denied bail. Joseph Caporelli was arraigned for a mini crime spree on Thursday. Caporelli allegedly stole a van in Cranston, then robbed a mobile gas station in Johnston, threatening the clerk with a knife. Police say Caporelli robbed a Citizens Bank in Providence before they caught up with him, apparently trying to steal 2 more cars.
Accurate, dependable, live Pinpoint Doppler 12 is Southern New England's only live Doppler radar. Now, here's meteorologist TJ Del Santo with your live Pinpoint Doppler 12 futurecast.
All right, TJ, I'm not the weatherman, but I've heard a lot about high pressure this week. That's what's kept it nice, right?
Exactly. We've seen what we call high pressure or sinking air within the center of high pressure. It's tough to make clouds and precipitation whenever you have that sinking air. So you're right, high pressure is in control. It will remain in control for the next several days, but we're on the backside of it. Southwesterly winds bringing in the humidity over the next couple of days, and I think you'll certainly feel that beginning today. Live Pinpoint Doppler 12, examining the skies in real time, not finding any precipitation anywhere in southern New England. Nonetheless, we're scanning the atmosphere in real time with 3 different radar sweeps, live city cam pictures showing nothing happening outside. That's the way we like it on the weekend. We have beautiful blue skies looking off toward the north there. You see the Providence Place Mall on the left, the State House in the far background there, and the up-and-coming G-Tech building right there on the right. Nice start to the morning, 63 degrees, winds from the south-southwest at light speeds, humidity already pretty high at 87%, temperatures 57 in Pawtucket, 63 Providence, lower 60s in Newport, mid to upper 50s over in southeastern Massachusetts. Live weather information from West Bay Manor in Warwick showing a temperature of 61 degrees with calm winds, no rainfall in the bucket, haven't had much rainfall over the last several days, but that could be changing over the next, say, 4 or 5 days or so. And here's why. The humidity is on the rise. High pressure sitting off the New England coastline, just off the Nantucket coastline. You see some clouds off to our south. We'll see patches of clouds pass on throughout the daytime today. Looking off to our west, you see these southwesterly winds as far west as the Great Lakes, and out ahead of a cold front, we're seeing some showers and thunder showers. We're going to see a little piece of this moisture work its way into the northeast over the next 24 hours or so, and there is the possibility of a couple of scattered showers during the afternoon and evening tomorrow. We're not looking at a washout, just some extra clouds for tomorrow. Let's break it all down for you. More humid today with a blend of sunshine and clouds. This evening, looking okay, a bit more muggy, areas of fog developing along the south coast, especially after midnight. And then for tomorrow, the fog will be burning off pretty quickly. Then we'll have some sunshine, but then the clouds will begin to roll in out ahead of that cold front. We actually will be stalling off to our west during the day tomorrow, but out ahead of it, some scattered showers. Some of them may be working its way into southern New England throughout the afternoon and evening tomorrow. Your forecast for this afternoon, temperatures should be topping out in the lower 80s in Cranston and Warwick, East Providence around 82, a blend of sunshine and clouds everywhere, and noticeably more humid along the south coast around 76 in Westerly, 77 Charlestown, Newport around 77. Up into northern Rhode Island we go, more humid with sunshine, 83 Cumberland, Johnston around 83, southeastern Massachusetts with winds from the southwest around 84 in Taunton, a little bit cooler right along the south coast, upper 70s to around 80 degrees. Water fire tonight looks to be good, partly cloudy, muggy, 70 to 75 degrees. And here is Hurricane Katrina. Just on the bottom of your screen, you see a little eye right there in the classic circulation. We're expecting Katrina to work its way on off to the west for the next several hours and then begin a turn on off to the north as it heads towards, of all places, New Orleans. They are not ready for a hurricane. Most of that city is under sea level. And then later on in the week, next week, we are anticipating Katrina to give us some scattered showers and thunderstorms, likely Wednesday into early Thursday. And before that, we're looking at the possibility for a couple of showers on Tuesday as well. Pinpoint Doppler 12 7-day futurecast showing all that. It'll be humid for the next several days, and it'll look like it'll become less humid beginning Thursday afternoon and during the daytime on Friday. But finally, we're getting a better chance of seeing some rain. WPRI.com, that's your source for live Pinpoint Doppler 12 and your forecast that goes out 7 days.
All right. Sounds very good.
Not too bad.
Thanks very much, TJ. Well, call any self-respecting boxer Missy, and you may actually get punched in the face. Unless, of course, Missy's middle name is the Fury. Only on 12 this morning, Eyewitness News reporter Walt Buteau takes us inside the ring to meet a local woman who's blazing a new trail.
Bang, 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 step, bang. It is still considered a growing sport for women. But on this night, Manfredo's gym attracted only a pair of females, training alongside Olympian Jason Estrada and other local contenders. For Missy Fiorentino, her first bout was with a reluctant mother.
She says it's not nice for a girl to come home with a black eye.
I'd rather see her be like a ballerina, but it never happened.
Her trainer will tell you she does dance pretty well in the ring. And while this is a difficult way to spend an evening and a far cry from spinning or aerobics, consider Missy's day job. She transports prisoners between the ACI and courts. Although you might wonder if any of the convicts know that Missy has no problem defending herself and fighting back. Before she put on the gloves, she was pretty good with her feet as a kickboxer.
And I tried a few fights, but there weren't many girls in kickboxing, so I tried the boxing, and I like the boxing, and I've been boxing ever since.
Her mother now sits ringside for her bout. But in the beginning, she admits it was frightening.
At first it was, yes. Now I'm getting used to it. I didn't want to do it at first, but I'm getting used to it now.
Remember, only a few years ago, we were getting used to female boxing, which was more of a spectacle than a sport. Not anymore, as Missy, who's only lost once in a dozen matches, proves every night she comes here to work on her skills, right next to the Jason Estradas of the world.
Now I'm trying to work on a little defense, try not to get hit as much.
For the record, the Fury does not consider herself a female boxer. She says she's a boxer, period. In the newsroom, Walt Buteau, Eyewitness News.
I won't mess with her, that's for sure. 6:53 now on a Saturday morning. Coming up next on Eyewitness News this morning.
Beautiful boats, fabulous jewelry, and a fond farewell to ballroom dancing are all part of what makes this weekend special. Details on how you can seize today, just ahead from the Providence Journal newsroom.
And as we take another live look outside on this Saturday morning, there at the Johnston Wales campus there in downtown Providence, meteorologist TJ Del Santo standing by with a final look at your 7-day Pinpoint Futurecast. We'll be back. Well, boats, bejeweled, and ballroom dancing, all ways you can seize today. Here's Life Beat editor Alexis Miller in the Providence Journal newsroom.
Beautiful boats, fabulous jewelry, and a fond farewell to ballroom dancing are part of what makes this weekend special. The Wooden Boat Show brings cruising yachts, launches, runabouts, fishing boats, dinghies, and more to the Newport Yachting Center this weekend. You can expand your boat building know-how at several demonstrations, or just drool over the vessels that will be for sale. Ethnically inspired jewelry and accessories are the highlights of the Newport Arts Festival, going on this weekend at Fort Adams. The Waterfront Festival virtually promises something for everyone. It showcases the work of 150 artists and craftsmen from around the country. And tonight is your last chance this year to dance under the stars at the Sovereign Plaza Outdoor Ballroom and listen to jazz at Waterfire. Both venues are offering their final performances for 2005. For details on all this and more on how you can seize today, turn to today's Life Beat section. From the Providence Journal newsroom, I'm Alexis Miller.
All right. One of those days you want to get outside and enjoy the day, that's for sure.
Yeah, looking at really nice weather today. Very summery, pretty good beach weather. We're looking at temperatures to be topping out in the lower 80s away from the coast. Right along the south coast, upper 70s to near 80. You will notice the extra humidity in the air today. Very summery. Sunday, tomorrow, looking at some nice weather, but there is the possibility for a few scattered showers in the afternoon.
All right, well, we actually have to leave everyone an hour early today, TJ.
I'm disappointed.
Can I have a collective aw? Yeah, very good. All right. But however, we will be back for 2 hours of local news coverage you can count on tomorrow morning starting at 7 a.m. from 7 to 9 here on WPRI 12. TJ and I, however, will be back again tonight at 6 o'clock.
24/7.
That's right, we don't stop. We're just going to sit here. We'll see you in a few hours. Have a great day, everyone.
Thank you for making Eyewitness News Southern New England's fastest growing source for local news. Eyewitness News, coverage you can count on.